What happens to your body when you walk 30 minutes a day? Walking is one of the most familiar movements we make. Most of us do it every day without thinking much about it. Yet, when walking is done with intention, even for a short time, it can have meaningful effects on the body and mind. In this video, we'll take a calm, evidence-based look at what generally happens when a person walks for about 30 minutes a day. No hype, no extreme claims. Just what current science suggests for the average adult. This information is meant to support understanding and awareness, not to replace medical care. When health professionals talk about walking 30 minutes a day, they usually mean moderate, comfortable walking. Not racing. Not power walking unless you choose to. Just moving at a pace where you can still talk, but you're breathing a bit faster than usual. For many adults, 30 minutes of walking fits into public health guidelines for regular physical activity. It's often studied because it's accessible, low cost, and generally safe for most people. Now let's look at what research shows about how this habit can affect different systems in the body over time. What science currently says. 1. Effects on the heart and blood vessels. Walking is a form of aerobic activity. Aerobic activity encourages the heart to pump more efficiently. Over time, regular walking is associated with improved circulation, better blood vessel flexibility, lower resting heart rate in some people. Studies suggest that consistent moderate activity like walking may support heart health by helping the cardiovascular system work with less strain. This doesn't mean walking prevents heart disease on its own, but it can be part of an overall heart-healthy lifestyle. 2. Blood sugar and metabolic health. When you walk, your muscles use glucose for energy. This helps your body manage blood sugar more effectively. Research shows that regular walking can improve insulin sensitivity, help the body use blood sugar more efficiently, support steady energy levels throughout the day. For people without diabetes, this may support metabolic balance. For those with blood sugar concerns, walking is often discussed as a supportive habit alongside professional care. 3. Muscle strength and joint movement. Walking may seem simple, but it uses many muscle groups. It engages leg muscles, core stabilizers, muscles that support posture. Regular walking can help maintain muscle tone and joint mobility, especially in the hips, knees, and ankles. Movement also helps nourish joint cartilage by promoting the flow of joint fluid. This can be especially important as people age, when stiffness and reduced mobility can become more common. 4. Bone health. Weight-bearing activities place gentle stress on bones. Walking is considered a weight-bearing activity. Over time, this type of movement can help maintain bone density, support skeletal strength. While walking alone may not dramatically increase bone mass, it plays a role in slowing age-related bone loss when combined with good nutrition and other healthy habits. 5. Mental health and emotional well-being. One of the most consistent findings in research on walking is its effect on mood. Regular walking has been associated with reduced feelings of stress, improved mood, better emotional regulation. Walking may stimulate the release of brain chemicals involved in relaxation and emotional balance. It also offers a break from screens, noise, and constant stimulation. Many people report feeling mentally clearer after a walk, especially when walking outdoors. 6. Brain health and cognitive function. Some studies suggest that regular physical activity, including walking, may support brain health over time. Potential benefits include improved attention, better memory performance, support for long-term cognitive health. Movement increases blood flow to the brain, which helps deliver oxygen and nutrients. This is one reason physical activity is often discussed in relation to healthy aging. 7. Sleep quality. People who walk regularly often report better sleep. Research links moderate daily activity with falling asleep more easily, improved sleep quality, more consistent sleep patterns. Walking earlier in the day or in the late afternoon may be especially helpful for sleep, though individual responses vary. Common myths and misunderstandings. Myth 1. Walking isn't real exercise. This is a common belief, but it's not supported by science. Walking is a legitimate form of physical activity, especially when done consistently. While it may not replace higher intensity exercise for certain fitness goals, it still offers measurable health benefits. Myth 2. You have to walk fast for it to count. Speed matters less than consistency. Moderate walking that slightly raises your heart rate can still be beneficial. The best pace is one you can maintain comfortably and safely. Myth 3. Walking alone will cause major weight loss. Walking can support weight management, but it is not a standalone solution. Body weight is influenced by many factors, including diet, sleep, stress, and genetics. Walking works best as part of a balanced lifestyle rather than a quick fix. Myth 4. If you miss a day, you lose the benefits. Health benefits build over time. Missing a day does not erase progress. What matters most is the overall pattern, not perfection. Practical, safe lifestyle tips. Here are some gentle, non-medical tips for making walking a regular part of life. Choose comfortable, supportive footwear. Start where you are, even if that's 10 minutes. Break 30 minutes into shorter walks if needed. Walk in safe, familiar areas. Stay aware of your surroundings. Listen to your body and rest when needed. You don't need special equipment. You don't need a gym membership. You just need consistency and patience. Some people enjoy walking with music or podcasts. Others prefer quiet or nature. Find what feels sustainable for you. When to be cautious. While walking is generally safe, it may not be appropriate for everyone in every situation. You should consider professional guidance if you have chronic medical conditions, experience pain, dizziness, or shortness of breath during activity, are recovering from injury or surgery. A healthcare professional can help you decide what level of activity is appropriate for your individual situation. This content is for educational purposes only. It is not intended to diagnose, treat, or replace medical advice. If you have health concerns or questions about physical activity, it's always best to speak with a qualified healthcare professional who knows your medical history. Walking for 30 minutes a day is not about chasing perfection or dramatic change. It's about steady movement, awareness, and supporting the body in simple, practical ways. Small habits, repeated over time, often matter more than extreme efforts. Thank you for taking a few minutes to learn with us today.